Hello, viewers. You're welcome to another amazing episode of your weekly program. I still remain Shamaka Ezeifedi. With me is Reverend Father Augustine Eleke, and he'll be giving us insight on today's topic, embracing imperfection. Sometimes you feel that you're not just capable of doing things, that you and fear, you begin to have this low self-esteem about yourself. So today's topic, after listening to it, you're going to have a new perspective of yourself. So stay connected and enjoy the conversation. So that brings me to my very first question, Father. What is imperfection, and how are we going, and what are the challenging parts of accepting your imperfection?
Well, imperfections are things that we tend to not have in ourselves. There are sometimes they may be attributed to our weaknesses and physical traits, things that we probably see in people and we don't see in ourselves. And we feel that, oh, this is not in me. And as a result of that, I am not complete. So it looks like you don't have what others have. And then in terms of weaknesses, there are things you are unable to do, but others do them so perfectly well. So it becomes a weakness for you and it is like an imperfection for you. So they all have a way of contributing in how we see ourselves in terms of our self-esteem. So this is just a simple definition you can talk about imperfection.
Okay, but looking at what is happening on the social media space right now, everybody wants to be like who they see on social media, not knowing that most people don't post their flaws or their weaknesses on social media. So, how do you think social media has affected our perception of imperfection?
Social media, like I will always say, is a space that is not governed by anybody. So in social media, everybody is like their own king, like their own police, and they want to do things the way they want to do it. The perception we have about people have actually changed because of social media. There are so many things people see on social media and they think this is the way life is, but that is not the way life is. So many people will come to social media to post who they are not and what they are not even near to. And some other person may see what they have posted, and then the person will begin to desire, I want to be like this person, I want to be like this person. But on a normal, you get to see those people in real life, and they are far from what
What do you
they are
think?
in social media. So the perception definitely has changed because of social media, because someone can come to the social media and give you what they want you to see about them, but that is not who they are. And I remember in some times we have seen some skits that is done in social media of someone who saw someone online and the person posted the picture, and then coming for the date now, getting to the restaurant, the guy called the lady and the lady said, I am here. And the guy looked and what he saw was far from what he
What
had
he
seen.
had seen?
And he simply said to the lady, oh, okay, I've seen you. I'm coming. I'll be there in the next 1 hour. And then he didn't show up again. So the space of social media changes perception about people. But don't forget that appearance can deceive. What you see on social media may not necessarily be what the persons are. They just give you what they want you to see.
Father just said something. What you see may not be who they are. Appearance actually deceives. So, Father, there are people have different experiences in life. People have a story to tell about themselves. So now I want to ask you a personal question. What part of your life have you had a struggle with imperfection?
In terms of physical attributes, I can say that I am a very handsome guy, and I am I have never looked down on myself by way
Never.
of how I look. I always give myself thumbs up in terms of how I look. I don't do it to please people. I do it more to give myself positive, mental
Mindset.
mindset. Yeah, but in terms of the things that I see that could be my weakness. I have these challenge when it comes to reading. Yes, people can see me and they say, this guy reads a lot. He loves reading. He is into reading. Yes, I read though. But sometimes I have this challenge that if I start to read a particular book, I could easily lose interest in the course of reading it. I may not finish it, and I will just read a part of it. I will just try to find out what the book is talking about, and I'm done. And it becomes a challenge whereby I tell myself I will be able to read, but I will not be able to read as much as I want to read. And it happens and happens, and I've been battling to see how I'm able to concentrate. It's not that I can't stay to read it, but I have too many things can come at the same time and then cause distraction, and I drop off the book. Last time we talked about procrastination. Everybody has been a victim of it. I've also fallen into it, but I said that it's about making effort. But I see myself as a multitasker. I can be doing 10 things at the same time. But my system, I feel, is wired in such a way that I could easily relax when I have 10 days to do something, and I'll tell myself I will do it. But when it comes to the 10th day and it is 2 hours to the time, my system can go to overdrive and work so hard, and I will deliver. Yes, but I will feel that I would have done it much more earlier and in a very relaxed mode. So weaknesses are there, but these are things that we can always overcome. So I feel this is one of the things that have always been challenging for me, to read and concentrate. I cannot read now for in a stretch for 1 hour. If I stay and 10 minutes, I could get up and get distracted, but I will still finish it if I put my mind to finish it.
Thank you very much. That was a very good one, Father. But the thing is, what's going on right now in our society is what you out there can relate to yourself. Most people, if you're kind of person that's too fat or too short, we're talking about physical imperfection. You feel that you're too fat or you're too skinny, that you cannot just fit into this particular environment. Tell yourself that you matter, okay? Don't begin to compare yourself with other people because you feel that you're having this too fat self or too skinny self. Just accept yourself the way you are. So this brings me to my very next question, Father. How do you balance self-acceptance with personal growth and self-improvement?
They go together. If you want to grow, you must accept yourself the way you are. It is first by accepting yourself that you will identify your flaws. And if you're able to identify your flaws, you will now be disposed to find ways to help yourself overcome those weaknesses. If you don't identify what are your flaws, you will not be able to find the solutions. So personal growth can happen when you already know that you're not good in mathematics, and you see someone who is good in mathematics, and you don't go to form that I am the mathematics guru in the face of that person. You release yourself and become humble in the sight of that person and say, please, could you teach me to become a guru in mathematics? It doesn't make you less a human being. In fact, it helps you to have opportunity to evolve and grow yourself to the point where you could tomorrow become the best in mathematics, even more than that particular individual. So it can happen. So there are so many things that happen when you accept who you are. That somebody has big body physique, and then the other person has a kind of a skinny, body physique, doesn't describe who they are and what they can achieve. Somebody with big body can achieve great things that a skinny person cannot achieve, and then vice versa. It's all about accepting yourself. But whereby your body physique is now conditioning you in what you will achieve by way of probably it's affecting your health, then you will have to do something to help yourself to stay healthy. because if you are healthy, you will be able to, do so much more. So let us take it this way, that growth happens, but you must accept who you are. If there is something to change, your acceptance of who you are will help you to know what to change. And when you now make those changes through what you could get from people, then you will see yourself grow and become better. It's as easy as that, but it's very difficult.
It's very easy and same as well as difficult. Self acceptance matters a lot. I've personally learned how to accept myself the way I am. Does like you don't there's nothing you're gonna tell me in this earth that I'm going to believe about myself as if it's negative. I try as much as possible to tell myself that I can do this no matter what. Like my siblings know me for this. I keep on telling myself I can do it, like I am this already. So you can't actually change who I am. Accept yourself the way you are. So for that, based on what you've talked about and spoken about, what are you going to say? What are you going to say is the health and mental benefits of embracing your imperfection?
It's very, very beneficial to you, because when you accept yourself, you will walk at your pace. Sometimes there is pressure. People are, they say the pressure is getting worse. You hear people say there is pressure in the society, there is pressure among peers, there is pressure in the groups that you belong to. People will come today, tell you, oh, this is what I have. Let's say somebody is in possession of iPhone 15 Pro Max and you don't have it. And the person is coming to class every day with it. And you have your simple phone that you're using. And then you are now, every day, the person is using it, taking some pictures, and then your life is now on the verge, because every day you now begin to look at, what should I do? Who should I call? I must get this iPhone 15 Pro Max. If I don't have it, then hell will be let loose. Then you are letting the pressure of what you see get to you. Learn to put what you call a stop from what can enter into you from the outside. When you are able to put a stop to them, you will now walk at your pace, develop at your pace, grow yourself at your pace, and conquer your challenges at your pace. So it's left for you to know what you will have to block off from coming into you. Then you see yourself grow and conquer the challenges you have. If you have some weaknesses, you have some imperfections, you can get over them, but you must flow at your pace.
Flow at your pace. Don't be too fast, okay? Life, not jeje. You take it slowly and then you get there. So, Father, any last words for today for our listeners?
Well, just like we always do in this program, I want to assure you that you are not the worst that is in existence. The best is in you, but you need to tap into yourself to bring it out. If it will require you to reach out to one or two persons whom you see are making good effort in that area where you are lagging behind, reach out to them. Be humble, and then you will see them give you one or two tips that will help you to overcome your own imperfection and weakness, and you become, stronger in that area. So don't ever look down on yourself. Accept yourself the way you are, then work to make yourself better. And I assure you, in no distant time, you will be the best of your kind.
Accept yourself the way you are. I hope you enjoyed today's program because I enjoyed today's program. I want you to do something for me. Very, very simple task. Just go to your mirror and then tell yourself that, look into the mirror and then tell yourself that you're beautifully and wonderfully made by God, that you're the best, okay? You're perfect. You're who you are. You can't change that, okay? And then keep this with you. My last word for today is never compare yourself with others, because you're in this world to be yourself and not to live the life of others. Thank you and God bless you. But don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms via YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Like, comment, and share the video. God bless you.